What about this 1980s campervan, Nick? Very different. It's not the classic shape.
No. It looks like it's going to be bigger.
I think it'd be better to drive,
Yeah.
and I think it'd be more comfortable as well.
Hopefully.
Bags of space.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jump in, we'll take it for a spin. Well, Nick, we're not quite so sure about the paint design and interior job that this owner has given this one. But what about the way that it drives? Is it any better than the other two?
It's much more modern, much more like a car, much more. You can tell they've put a bit more thought into how the sort of driver feels about the car, because you know, the brakes are better and the steering's a bit better and the gearbox is a vast improvement over the last one. Oh yeah, I can get it into gear.
Yeah, it's driving you mad the last one,
Yeah,
wasn't it? I mean, this is a 1981, so again, it's got the air-cooled engine in it, 1600cc. They're not particularly economical. You'll find it fairly thirsty, actually, these things.
Yeah.
They're not great on the old fuel front. They changed to water-cooled about 1983. But I suppose if you want to buy one, then you want that familiar sound to it,
Well, you can't have a water-cooled V-dub.
Yeah.
It just, it's just not right. It's sacrilege, really.
Completely, absolutely. I have to say, it's very comfortable in the back. I thought I'd spend a bit of time in the back and, you know, see how it is, try these seats out. It's very nice back there.
Yeah, there's a lot of space.
A lot of space.
No, I mean,
Lots of
that's
space.
the big thing over, certainly over the split screen and even over the bay window. There's just so much more room.
The great thing about these is that you can pick them up really cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, £1,000, £2,000 for one.
Really?
You might need to do a bit of work on it to get it into good nick,
Yeah.
spend another couple of thousand on it.
Yeah.
But for sort of £4,000 or so, you've got yourself something that's in really nice condition
Yes.
and sort of customised to your taste
Yes.
as well.
Yeah.
And not done out in Marvin the Martian.
No, I mean, the thing is with campervans is that because they are so personal, they're designed to sort of personal taste.
Everybody wants to do it a bit differently.
Well, yeah, so like I say, you've just got to be a bit careful to find one that's to your taste.
Yeah.
And no disrespect to the owner of this one, but this one isn't to my taste. I would have to find one that was maybe a bit better designed, maybe a bit more to my taste.
Well, earlier on I talked to Fritz, who's the owner of this Marvin the Martian VW campervan. Fritz, how long have you had this campervan then?
This is my third year of owning this particular camper.
What made you buy this one in particular?
Well, I didn't really know what I was buying initially, and it was the first one I came across, to be honest.
So you weren't tempted by what some people might describe as the classic look of the early ones that we saw?
Not really, because once I bought this one, it was only then that I got interested into the Volkswagen camper scene.
And this is a lot bigger than the other ones, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that was the one thing that drew me to it initially, was the actual space inside.
What sort of money did you pay for it initially, and how much have you had to spend on it since then?
I purchased the vehicle for £1,400, and in total what I've actually spent on it is just over £4,000.
It's not mega money then at the end of the day, is it?
It's not really, but it depends how far you want to go.
Would you get your money back, do you think, if you sold this at the moment?
I would hope to.
Yeah. So, yeah, and it's not going to presumably lose a huge amount of money over the next few years either. It's going to retain some good part of that.
I wouldn't have thought it's going to lose any money, but that's not the idea of owning it, really.
Well, that's a 1980s VW campervan. It's very, very comfortable back there.
Yeah.
What about the way that it drives? Is it better than the other two, do you think?
Yeah, much better than the other two. Much more modern.
Easier to live with every day.
Absolutely. Feels much more like a proper car.
So when you could buy one of these for seriously cheap money, £1,000, £2,000, do it up as you would want to do it.
Yeah. As the owner of this one, obviously.
I'd say yes.
Yeah, it's different. At least it's personalised.
Yeah.
It's maybe not quite to my personal taste, but the van as a whole, like the Type 25 van, is much bigger. There's much more space. It's much more modern. It's maybe lacking a little bit of character.
That's the only thing you would say about it.